Hello everyone, it's a pleasure to me share with you some aspects of the situation of TR4 in Colombia. And this presentation was prepared together with Dr. Monica Betancourt, which is a researcher from the National Agricultural Research Corporation in Colombia, Agrosavia, and also Dr. Jaime Cardena from ICA, which is the National Plant Protection Organization in Colombia. So this map is just to give you an overview where we are located. So we are here in Colombia, and then a general overview on where TR4 is already present. And the question we have is from where TR4 arrived in Colombia, and the simple answer is we really don't know yet. So, and this second map is just to sum you up to La Guajira, of main TR4 is here. And it's also to show you how we are connected in Latin America and the Caribbean. So TR4 is still only here, and the challenging, of course, to protect the other producing region in Colombia, but also in the rest of the Latin America and the Caribbean. You may also know that we have banana in different countries through the region, in the Caribbean. And banana is not only for export, but also very important for food security. But it's important, of course, also for export. You may know that from the top 10 banana export in the world, 7 are here in Latin America and the Caribbean. And this is also important to mention that when TR4 arrived here in La Guajira, most of the country were already prepared in terms of diagnostic capacity, in terms of contingency plan, how to manage outbreak through simulation exercise, operational projects, etc. It doesn't mean we are fully prepared, but countries were already prepared. I mean, we were not just waiting for TR4, the country already has kind of a very active program to try to protect the region against TR4. Well, TR4 in Colombia, this is kind of a very short timeline, starting in June 2019. So some suspicious plant samples were reported in La Guajira, and then ICA, again, which is the National Plant Protection Organization, rapidly diagnosticated TR4 positive and declared those farms under quarantine. Okay, in the meantime, they sent samples to Europe, to Wageningen University for confirmation, but it's important to mention here that even without the confirmation, they start a eradication program. Once the TR4 was confirmed in the region, of course, they declared a national emergency resolution. And this really was a strong message to the region. And they also created a kind of national unified task force for TR4. The President Ivan Duque is leading that. This task force is still active, and many actors are involved in that, from the private sector, National Research Organization, of course, the National Plant Protection Organization. And this was really a strong message, not only for Colombia, but also for the region, or how important or how Colombia was dealing with this pest, with these TR4 issues, which was a really a huge effort from the country. Okay, and this is also a little bit about how they respond to TR4, from the capacity building, rising awareness, communication, new constructions, new infrastructure, food bath, reinforcing surveillance and detection capacities, and also even quick response on research about disinfectants. And here, this map is just to give you a little bit more flavor how they separate farm, how they construct canal, how they are going to deal with different farm, from fencing, containment, drainage, and eradication program. I'm not going to share details with you about the eradication program, because it follows basically the protocols that we are describing in the regional contingency plan, which are quite aligned with the Australia recommendation. And I would like to take this opportunity to thank our colleagues in Australia for all the information they are sharing and also for all the research they are doing to contain this pathogen. Well, TR4 has evolved. The situation in the epidemics have increased. I mean, we started with 2 farms in June 19, and then we are now up to 10 in June 20. What is important to mention here is that the TR4 affected area in Colombia is only about 0.3% of the total banana production area. I mean, 99% of the area is still TR4 free, and we should mention here the importance of plantain also from Colombia. I mean, if you don't know, Colombia has about 500,000 hectares of plantain, which are just essential for food security. One key message here, it is not different from other countries, is the early detection and plant destruction process, which are really, really, really important to contain this pest. And this slide is just to mention, to make sure that TR4 in Colombia is still, if we think about the phytosanitary status, is a quarantine pest present, but with restricted distribution. I mean, it is only here, and again, the big challenge is to protect all the production areas and also the rest of Latin America and the Caribbean. And in this table here, in the right side of on your screen, you see the eradicated area. You see that almost 200 hectares, and this is really, really big effort and also expensive. So we should recognize all the effort and the Colombia is doing to really contain the disease in La Guajira. And we are almost finished, but this is only to show that we are not just focused on containment, which is really important, is a priority, but we are taking advantage of this situation in Colombia to also implement a really regional strategy on research, going from diagnostic capacity, biosecurity, evaluating promising varieties, and also a strong focus on knowledge sharing. This is a regional effort. This is just a project that we are just starting, funded by Frontauro, which is a regional agency on funding from agricultural research in Latin America and the Caribbean. But we should also recognize that we should take this TR4 issue as an entry point to rethink, to reshape on how we are doing business in Latin America and the Caribbean, and really came up with a really integrated research strategy in the region, going from protection, supporting national plant protection organization, smart management, bringing more diversity, different cultivar, different varieties to the production system, without, of course, forgetting all the importance of the socioeconomic families involved, the youth, the women role, and overall value chain. And of course, we need a strong coordination effort to really make sure that we are going in the same direction without further repetition, without taking advantage of what is happening in the region. I mean, and also, of course, we should link all those efforts to the Sustainable Development Goal. I would like to finish without thanking all those people involved in the TR4 response, both from the IITA, again, the National Plant Protection Organization, Savia, and also many other partners in the region. And also without forgetting the big role, the private sector, which is really, really, really working together with the National Research Organization and the Plant Protection Office to really keep this disease only in La Guajira. With this, I would like to thank. I wouldn't be available online to answer your question, but you can always reach me out through my email. And if you like to know a little bit more about bananas in Latin America and the Caribbean, you can also follow me on Twitter. I normally share some information through this channel too. Many, many thanks for your attention.